The 2025 Ag Day College Roadshow from Purdue University is brought to you exclusively by Beck's. From farmers' first pass in the field to the final one at harvest, it's a game plan rooted in faith and belief. Beck's Hybrids is with you every turn because both on and off the field, we're all farmers at heart. See why at beckshybrids.com.
Well, we're pretty good at growing crops here on Earth. Usually, if plants die, we just replant or rely on someone else's good fortune. Well, if you're planning to move to Mars, crop failure is a luxury you probably won't have, which is why researchers here are working to understand how to grow food in space.
Power and liftoff. Go.
As the world prepares for interplanetary life, back on Earth, creating that future starts here.
Plants get sick, just like we get sick. They get sick from microbes, from bacteria, from fungi, from viruses. And when they get sick, we lose crops.
Easy to overcome on Earth, but not so easy in space, which is how this professor of botany and plant pathology ended up working with NASA.
NASA has actually for decades sent plants up to space, but they've always sent them in containers, platforms that are not so conducive for plant growth. And then a few years ago, they developed this essentially growth chamber in space.
Called the Advanced Plant Habitat. Lyra Pascuzzi and team spent 5 years talking to engineers and figuring out how to turn a theory into a growing reality.
The biggest difficulty with this was translating biology to the engineering side.
Working with tomatoes, figuring out how to keep those seeds in place, or even the amount of water needed, were all part of the discovery process.
I think I grew this 22 times successfully and replicated and kept doing it and kept doing it. I felt confident that what we were doing was going to work.
In December of 2023,
L1 and go corruptors.
their preparation arrived at the International Space Station. And in 2024, an astronaut began the experiment.
I think that was my career apex.
A surreal experience, watching with her children from home while learning new things about how plants work in space.
When you take away gravity, you start to see pathways and genes and functions that you normally wouldn't see on Earth. So for me as a scientist, that's the really cool thing, because we have this plant hormone that now we're seeing connections in space when we remove the gravity that we didn't see here.
Lessons that one day may help farmers here on Earth. As for those other planets,
Do you think, is it possible to grow crops on Mars?
I think so, absolutely. Given what we've seen, as long as you have the proper conditions.
as they comb through the data, this team of Purdue researchers are taking one small step for the future of mankind.